Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? I see you just watched our PAVE video. That is the platform for amplifying the voice and empowerment of girls. In PAVE, we basically focus on the sexual health, the mental health, and the career development of young women. Okay, so to get into today's program, me and other members of the advisory board will be discussing our journey and our impact, not only as advisory board members, but also as women. Today, I hope we can all inspire you with our discussion. Okay, so starting with our first speaker, this person I'm about to invite is a member of the board. She won the 2019 Hasty Essay competition, and she's been in the board ever since then. She's very passionate about girl-child advocacy, and she wants to enhance the lives of women and girls in Nigeria. Please, could you give it up for Ufoma Agbaire? This next person is a dedicated member of our advisory board. She's worked on numerous projects within her own community, within her school, within her church. She was the winner of the 2020 Hasty Essay competition. She's also a literary author of the book Danger in the Dungeon, which portrays the girl child as the heroine. Please give it up for Jane Frances Okoye. And last but not the least, this person I'm about to bring up is one of our fellow PAVE girls. She's very interested in the empowerment of young girls, fighting against gender inequality. She's also a fellow lady in tech. She's very skilled in website design and social media marketing. Please give it up for Elizabeth Shobango. Okay, so during my time on the advisory board, I accumulated numerous experiences and achievements. Starting with you, Elizabeth, could you kindly share your most notable accomplishments on the Girl Advisory Board?
Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's very beautiful to see your nice faces. My name, once again, is Elizabeth. Okay, one of my most notable experience being in the Hasty Girls Advisory Board is a visit to the U.S. Consulate. It has been so wonderful and really splendid because we have so many girls that do not have this opportunity, but I have been privileged to have this opportunity. So Hasty is a very, would I say, give Hasty lots of accolades. They have really been nice to me. Like, please, let's appreciate them. Like, since 2020 that I won the essay competition, they do follow up. They are following me. I'm currently now in SS3. I won the essay GS3, and now I'm in SS3. And they still followed me up to SS3. Please, let's give a clap of hands to them, please. As I said earlier, I had the opportunity to visit the U.S. Consulate, the U.S. Embassy, and I had the opportunity to meet people with like minds, the shared thoughts, and through that, it was on a Saturday, we went for a program in the U.S. Embassy, and we met different university officials, different university people that came to talk to us on how to get admission in the U.S. universities. And it was lovely because I met a man, Dr. John Wilson of Middle State Tennessee University, and since then I've been processing my admission to the Middle State Tennessee University, and it's been awesome. Like, if I continue to talk, it's numerous. Hasty has been one of the best non-governmental organizations that I've worked with. Thank you.
Jane?
Yeah, I must say it's so much of a pleasure to be here, to be amongst you all young and wonderful ladies. And it's my honor to speak to you all. I'm very much elated. Speaking about my experiences with Hasty, my journey with Hasty started in 2021 when I attended the award ceremony for 2021. And then leaving, I left a copy of my book, Danger in the Dungeon. I wasn't expecting anything, seriously. But then, not only did Hasty call, pick a lot of the books, they also came down to my school. It was awesome. To talk to girls, we had something like, we call it a mini conference, where they spoke to girls, talked to us about our future, advised us, encouraged us. We felt on top of the world. Not just I, but all of my classmates. We were so thrilled to have a very big organization come all the way from the mainlands of Lagos, the inlands, to see us. It was the talk of the week. And then further on to last year's Girls Summit, it was amazing. We had experts from different fields come to speak to us about digital life, about our career, about our personal lives as girls, about our futures, about how we could be change makers. I learned a lot, met a lot of new faces, and also was able to, breathe with others. And also we had a Valentine's hangout for girls earlier this year. It was another amazing session. I mean, those that are here with me were also present. We learned a lot. We talked about fun issues, asked questions, learned from each other. It was a wonderful time with our coach, Coach Greatness, who, though she's not here with us, the impact she left is still in our memories. It will be forever indelible. On that note, I would like to say a very big thank you to Hasty as well. They have been wonderful, really, really wonderful.
Hi girls, it's a pleasure to be here. So I'm going to recount an experience I had 3 years ago. As a member of the Girl Advisory Board, I participated in Hasty's International Day of the Girl Child podcast, and that was when I was 15. So today I remember the experience. I, along with other members of the board, were speakers at the podcast, and by the way, it was the first official podcast Hasty had ever put out. So it was really an honor to be a part of that conversation. As we were speaking, as we were discussing, it was not a presentation. It wasn't just us inserting random facts from the internet about sexual violence or gender-based violence or anything. It was just genuine from our hearts because we were discussing matters that were really close to our hearts, and so many of them like consent, so many of them like rape culture, and the Nigerian society as a whole and its perspective on us as girls. So the reason why I cherish this experience is because volunteering with Hasty since I was 14, I'm 18 now, has never been a chore to me. It has always been fun because I had the opportunity to be with many energetic and lively and passionate girls, and we made a lot of fun memories. The last experience I will be recounting, it happened August last year. It was the PAVE Summer Fellowship. I'm sure you got to see a bit of the PAVE project on the big screen. The reason why I really loved this experience was because the PAVE project it came alive from the ideas on the advisory board. That is us girls on the advisory board. We sat down together, we rubbed our minds together to bring out ideas for Hasty to implement in form of projects, and the PAVE project was one of that. So the PAVE project was, it's a project that empowered over 300 girls across 3 local government areas, which gave them intensive and free training on their sexual and reproductive health and rights, mental health, personal and professional development. I cherish the moment a lot because I, as a girl advisor, that was very exciting, seeing that they took our voice seriously in making that project, and really because I look around and I see a lot of girls gained a lot from that experience. Thank you.
So I myself, I'm actually on the Girl Advisory Board, and I joined in 2020. And what I can say is that Hasty has given me a lot of opportunities. For example, I attended my first ever conference because of them. They put me on a stage with a lot of seasoned professionals. So can we please give it up for Hasty again for the opportunity they've awarded? I understand that a lot of women have problems asserting themselves in society. How would you say being on the board has helped you stand up for gender inequality and rights in your community? This question is for Ufoma and Jane.
Should I go first?
Of course.
Okay. So personally, my girl child advocacy ambitions, I really channeled them through my responsibility as a girl advisor at Hasty. So really, Hasty has provided this platform for me and these beautiful girls as well to be on a board with many talented and passionate and intelligent girls. And the Girl Advisory Board has really been a melting pot of vibrant ideas for projects, for the implementation, for the well-being of girls. Besides that, since I've joined Hasty, I've learned so much more about advocacy and change making myself. It has been such a journey. I cannot overemphasize the role that Miss Rhoda, the executive director of Hasty, she's just a charismatic and beautiful woman, by the way. Let's clap for her. So she was really a mentor figure in my life in learning about change making. She took me through the rudimentaries of project development, that is developing a social impact project, and she really provided so much support for implementing those projects. A good example would be my project, which is a book donation drive project, Give to Empower. It's a project where I donated a lot of books to a school with an unequipped library, and also granted that school a free change-making seminar from a wonderful change maker to inspire the students of that school to have the spirit for social justice. In short, the project was very successful because Hasty really did follow up with me on making it possible and also chaperoned me to the event, because it was my first time ever visiting a school and speaking to school students, and I was really glad that they were there to support me. So let's clap for Hasty.
I guess we can't say enough thank you to Hasty for how much they have empowered us. Talking about empowerment, Hasty has empowered me with a strong mindset. You see, the biggest barrier to a successful life is a wrong mindset. And being groomed in that part of the continent, that part of the country where there are cultures, norms, traditions that do not really encourage the health and growth of a girl child. You hear things like women are meant for the kitchen, although that's lying low. You hear things like women can make it in some careers and jobs, or even gets to the point where you start hating yourself for being a girl. But being a part of Hasty and being in the midst of wonderful and inspired young ladies like this has killed all those notions together with the support of my parents. I have a very strong-willed mindset that I can do anything as a girl, and that's the first step to a successful life. Hasty has also empowered me with a platform to meet with many wonderful young girls with much more dreams and aspirations that has even pushed me more. I've met with girls with intellect, girls with passion and drive, and it has rubbed off on me because I have also stood up for more. And it has also given me more opportunities to enlightening and empowering programs and sessions, just like this one, where I learn a lot. I have broadened horizons, deeper understanding, and now I'm even more open to ways I can create social impact, route for social justice, and look forward to a world where there is so much of social justice, gender equality. Yeah, a beautiful word. So Hasty has really empowered me, from the mindset to skills to a platform where I can meet with many wonderful people. It has been wonderful on Hasty. Thank you.
Miss Elizabeth, I understand that you are a fellow PAVE girl. Okay, so as a PAVE girl, knowing the struggles of local girls in communities and basically assimilating with them, what would you recommend to the people here today to help young women?
Okay. I would like to still thank Hasty because Hasty has really empowered me to stand up for what is right and to say no, even when it's not suitable for me. For instance, I was opportune to attend a program by HCL, powered by Hasty Health Initiative, and that's the PAVE project. That's the project for amplifying the voice and empowering girls. It was a very, very wonderful program, although I didn't have the opportunity to attend the full program, but the one I attended was so fun. Like, it was fun. We went out for a rally, we shared handbills, we talked to girls. It was wonderful because we had the opportunity to meet girls that from background, because my background might be different from your background, but you don't allow your background to make your back be on the ground. Don't allow your background to let your back be on the ground. Yes, sincerely, we are great girls. We are the mother of all nations. We are listen, everybody seated here today. We are girls, and what usually bemuses us is distraction. We do get distracted. But once you know that this is my goal, this is where I'm going, this is my focus, nobody can ever come to cut your way. Nobody can cut your way through. Now, back to what I would advise people here to do today is to give girls more education, which what AC Health is doing. I was opportune to come early today, and when I sat down, I was watching what was displayed on the screen. I saw when they were campaigning for good education, better education for the girl child. If a girl is educated, she would stand up for her community. She would say, this is what is going to happen, because a girl child, what she dictates comes true. Very, very, very true. In my background, like in my family, I'm the firstborn, and my daddy does not segregate, maybe it's a girl or a boy, of which I understand that in some families, there is segregation, maybe the boy is different from the girl, the boys have more say than the girls. But what stakeholders here should do today is, number one, they should create opportunities of empowerment and self-awareness. When a girl is aware, she can never be strayed away from our path. Like, I even have a story to share, but because of time, I can just cut the story short. There was this, we had an assembly talk in the morning, and they talked about a girl that was bullied on the internet. She had the opportunity, because nowadays, everything now has gone technological. We are in the Gen Z era. She had the opportunity to meet with a guy online, but she didn't know that it was a guy that she was chatting with. The man in his late 60s disguised as a lady in 15, 16. And then she was chatting and she told him, I'm bullied in my school. Can you see? I'm bullied. And they're telling me I have a small breast. And the lady was like, wow, okay, don't worry. Send your pics to me. And she did. Unfortunately for her, she captured her face with her pics and sent it to the man. She didn't know she was chatting with a man. She didn't know. She was naive. And later, when she sent the pics, the man now unveiled herself to him and started blackmailing her. Like, if you don't do this, don't worry, I'm going to expose you to the world. Now, the girl did not have a voice. This is what AC Health is currently doing. They are giving you girls seated here today a voice to speak out and to stand up for what is right, no matter what you're facing. And that is what stakeholders here should do today. No matter what they are facing, you stand up for what's right. If that girl had the opportunity you guys are having today, she would have just walked up to one NGO or one of her friends and say, oh, I'm facing this, please direct me on where to go. And after, the man posted a nude picture all over the internet, and it was all over the internet. And when she got to school, her friends was like, what? Look at this girl. I saw your nude. So you're not just nothing like this. And they were insulting her. She was bullied. She didn't tell her mom. She didn't tell anybody. And there was a fateful day she came back from school. And when she came back from school, she just locked herself up, drank sniper, and died. If that girl had the opportunity, I repeat, if she had the opportunity you guys are had today, she would not have drank that sniper. And this situation, I told you the story was said on the assembly ground. And unfortunately, we didn't know that somebody on that assembly was passing through what that girl also passed through. And the girl just walked up to me. She's of a girl in my class, and walked up to me and said, this is what happened. Do you know that what they said on this assembly ground is what is currently happening to me right now? The man said I should snap my nude and send to him. I said, wow. So if you guys you get more information, you'll be able to stand up and speak up for what's right. So now I would like to advise stakeholders also that they should involve the families, the school communities, to always involve the girl child. Technology should also be made attractive to girls, because if you get hold of this technology, even sitting down in your house, you'll be able to fight for girls. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. As she said, it is very important as women that we all amplify our voices. We are all together. Also, I would like to add that we will be taking questions. So if you have any questions, please write them down and give them to an usher. Moving on to the last question. All three of you are very inspiring and young women who are championing gender equality and women's rights. what advice would you give for the young women here today?
All right? Hey, you listen, all of you. I would like you to say something. Say, I am a change maker. I can't hear you. I am a change maker. I am a confident and powerful girl. I'm not hearing you. My first advice to you would be that you can't give what you don't have. We, of course, live in a culture where women are being pushed aside, women are being marginalized. We have to battle with a lot of wrong notions. But if you don't believe that you are a change maker, if you don't believe that you are a strong, a confident, and a powerful young lady, then you can't be able to drive a change. You need to believe that you can do it. Believe that you are up for it. You are up to the task before you can be able to do that. So first and foremost, believe in yourself. Once you have the zeal, the passion, the belief, the conviction that you can do it, then of course you will find a way. And as for how to do it, yeah, you can start from anywhere. It could be something as little as speaking to your friend, talking to that classmate of yours, posting something on your WhatsApp status for girls, anything. Do not despise that little beginning. You don't have to start with a massive campaign. That little beginning could make an impact. I will also encourage you to have role models. The place of a role model in an individual's life cannot be overemphasized. Have people you look up to, people you wish to be like one day, people that you can look at their lives and you're like, yeah, this is where I want to be. I want to be better than this person in the next certain years. Let their lives encourage you. Let the challenges they have faced and overcome, let it invigorate you to do more. Let it make you understand that, yes, you can go further. You don't have limits. I would also like you to make the best use of the technology. You see, she said we are in a Gen Z era. Everything is being taken over by technology. In the nearest future, we'll probably not have anything being done manually. And I believe most of us do have phones. Make the best use of the social media to create impact, to speak up for girls. Your platforms, social media platforms, Facebook and the rest of them, speak up for girls through it. And mind you, there are going to be challenges. You probably have people talking back at you, making nasty comments or saying unnecessary things. It will all happen, so prepare your mind for it. There are going to be those challenges. And of course, you can face them. Nonetheless, if you must take a time to retreat in your working for impact, then it's necessary and it's good. You can take some time back, reflect, and also bounce back while you are creating impact. And finally, we must keep in mind that the fight or the strive for gender equality did not start today. We have come a long way, a very long way. We once lived in an era, or there was once an era where girls were being sacrificed, right? I can't hear you guys. Are you listening? I said there was once an era where girls were being sacrificed. Yeah, human sacrifice, 24 virgins, 50 virgins, and we'll just be dying like that. But now that's not happening anymore. So it tells you how far we have come. And if we have come this far, then we can get to where we are going. Of course, can we get to where we are going?
Very true.
So with organizations as wonderful as Hasty, with your little impacts and contributions, speaking to other girls, we will of course get to that point where we have the kind of world we want to have, a world where women are respected, a world where the voices of women are heard and recognized, a world where women are no longer underrepresented, a world where we can stand up for what is right, a world where we share equal rights with men. We can get there with your impact, with your understanding, with your working towards it in whatever way possible. So I believe that all the beautiful faces I'm seeing in this hall will from today onwards work for social change, will work for social justice, will work for social justice, creating gender equality. We'll work towards that. Can I get a yes for that? Yes. So are we going to work towards creating social change? Yes. Are we going to work towards social justice? And yeah, we are going to get there. We are going to get to that point where we want to be. A world where we share equal rights with our gender counterparts. A very beautiful world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Ufoma?
All right. Hi, girls. So all I have to say is there's no one way to creating social impact in your societies, right? When we tell you that we want you to be involved in creating a voice for girls or in this entire girl child movement. I don't mean that you should be this huge influencer, this huge social media influencer, or I don't mean that you should have this huge climate change campaign or something. In whatever way you can, I'm not discouraging you from these things I've mentioned, but I'm just here to tell you that there's not one way to create impact in your societies. You can do that by volunteering or interning with an organization like HACI. There are many of them out there. NGOs like HACI work towards improving the realities of women and girls in society. So just come with your humble skills. Like me, I have the skill of content writing. You may be good with graphic design, or there may be something that you have, and come to them with your skills. Internship is a very, very good opportunity to upskill yourself, to add more value to your skills. So not only are you improving, but you're also improving the lives of others. So that is another way that you can contribute to this movement, contribute to this girl child movement. And I want to encourage you to not have everything, you don't have to have everything figured out at the start. I didn't, and I've come a long way myself, and I've gone into what I believe I think that my future might look like. But whatever path you want to take, I encourage you to give yourself time and be patient. You will find a way to make the world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And now we are going to be answering questions, but go ahead.
Okay. My advice to young girls is that the first step you must take towards success is passion. If you don't have passion for something, no matter how you are being forced to do that thing, you would never do it with your body, your spirit, your soul. You can never. So once you are given opportunity, you must bring out your passion, the zeal for that thing, so that once you are doing it, people around you, even nature itself will commend you. So I would like to advise young girls seated here today to have passion. It was HACI Health Initiative that brought out the passion in me to advocate for girl child. I won the SAGS3, and that broadened my understanding and my perspective about life when I was selected by my district to participate in an online course, that's social media marketing and website designing. I didn't just let the opportunity slip by. I went into it. And moreover, my dad is somebody that when opportunity comes, he doesn't allow you to slip by. He will sit with you until you do that thing. So most of us might not have background like that. So you must just let yourself, just have this mindset that I want to make a positive difference. Once you have the mindset, nothing around you can stop you. Although you might have setback, you might have people discourage you, you might see things that will just make you stray away from the path. But no, use that as a drive, a push towards your success. Like end, the full meaning of end. I want you to take note of this. End means your effort never dies. So your effort should not die when you are driving towards success. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now we will be taking questions, and I would like us to keep our answers short and brief. This first question says, how can you give a voice to the voiceless? I think I can answer this one in relation to the girl child. I think the first thing you have to do is to listen. You have to actively listen to girls. You have to validate their experiences and involve them in decision-making processes. The second one would be education. Education is very important. It's very necessary that girls have good and quality access to right education. So there's that. This question, I think Ufoma can answer this. Is it good to have a boyfriend, or is it or is it good to kiss or hug a boy?
Okay. Can I say something? Let me answer. Can I speak?
I'm so sorry. Before you start,
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to answer everything,
Yeah,
so I
why
think
not?
we should just do 5 questions.
Okay. Okay, so I know this question may have resonated with a lot of us because as teenagers, we have feelings. That is, we will always have these feelings. We have hormones inside of us that are bubbling and want to express themselves. But I want you to realize that I want you to know that feelings are not truth, right? You may have a feeling for this boy, right? You may just see this boy and you're like, he's really fine, and you really want to go out with him. But I want you to actually sit down and, because this is what I do, sit down and think, how is his personality like? Out there, everybody is shouting breakfast, everyone is shouting this, everyone is shouting that. Do you want to be heartbroken by someone that didn't even deserve a chance with you? Do you understand? And another thing about being a girl is to value yourself. Value your own space, value who you are, because if you are constantly needing validation from someone else, not even just a guy, it means that you're not secure enough. So I understand that we're going to have these feelings. I had them too. I had my own phase. But there are some things I might want to really take back. But I just want to encourage you to think about who the person is, first of all, and if it's even worth it's trying to make something out of it.
You've been giving us a lecture.
Thank you.
I would also like to say something on this subject matter of having a boyfriend. You see, we live in this culture where most parents consider it as a very big sin. They don't even want to hear of it. But I, for one, I don't want to look at it from that perspective of a sin or not, because it's feelings, so long as you don't do anything wrong within the relationship. But I'll just ask you a question. What's your plan for your life? I'll use myself as an example. Okay, I plan to, let me just give a brief with respect to career. I plan to leave secondary school at the age of 16, most possibly get into the university that same year, study pharmacy, come out with the first class, go for my master's immediately. I plan to get married at the age of 22. Now, if I plan to get, hey, please listen, if I plan to get married at the age of 22 and I am dating a guy at the age of 15, what am I doing? You are joking with your life, seriously. But that's the truth, because you are playing trial and error. That guy you are dating, what future does he have with you? In my class, we're just having a chit chat, and then one of my classmates who happened to have a boyfriend were like, they told her that one day you will get married. She said, that's not even possible. My dad will not allow me marry him because I'm a bit older than him. And I was like, man, you know you don't have a future with him, and you are playing around. It's your effort you are wasting, because a relationship is not just anything. You invest into it. Consciously or unconsciously, you invest your time, you invest your emotions in something that you know is not going to last. Something that won't last beyond secondary school. So is that really necessary? Think about your life critically, plan your life, and then you know that these things, they are not really necessary. You can do without them because they constitute a lot of distractions. So just think about life. Thank you.
Okay. I think we can take just one more question.
Tomo, I think the questions can be answered in the fireside.
Sorry?
In the fireside chat. Can
Yes,
it be
I think,
answered then?
sorry, I think we
Okay.
should just have one more question. Then
Okay.
later on, after the event, we can take other questions, please.
Okay.
We are behind schedule. Thank you.
I want to be a TikToker because I like dancing. But I don't know what to do because my parents are discouraging me. Mrs. Jane, would you like to answer this?
All right, you want to be a TikToker because you like dancing and your parents are discouraging you. First and foremost, I would like you to calm down. You see, don't hate them for that. We see a lot of nonsense on TikTok, so I will not blame parents that would discourage their children from it. But then how close are you with your parents? You can have a chat with them. Try to make them see that this is your passion. Trust me, if they see how passionate you are about it, and they are sure that it won't make you derail, because some people start in TikTok, they are doing well. I mean, whatever they are presenting online is something notable, is something watchworthy, and then they now derail. You can even find some of them dancing naked and doing all sort of things to get views. So if they see your passion and they know, you can convince them that you won't take that path. For them to discourage you, there is something they are afraid of. They see what is going on online. Some parents even stop their children from dancing totally and listening to music because of what we have outside. So I would like that person, what I would first encourage you to do, don't go for it without the consent of your parents because you might land into trouble. But sit with them. They say what an elder will see while sitting, a child will not see it even if he climbs the mountain. There is something they are seeing that is scaring them, that's making them not give you their consent. So sit with them. Let them see your conviction. Let them see the level of passion you have for this dance. Let them understand your purpose. What do you want to achieve by dancing? There's a dance academy named Dance with Purpose. Even your dance, there has to be a purpose for it. Are you trying to tell stories? Are you trying to encourage or motivate people? Let them understand that this is my passion, this is my purpose. I want to achieve this by dancing. And I promise I won't go into the wrong area. I won't trail away from the right path, even while doing this. Trust me, with time, they will reason with you. They will understand you. And then they will give you their full go-ahead. And you also have their consent and their blessings. And then you'll be able to soar high. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I actually have some questions for the audience. What would you say is the coolest part about being a woman?
About being a what?
A woman.
A woman.
I said, what would you say is the coolest part about being a woman?
What do you love most about being a girl or a woman?
There are hands over there. Someone should give them mic.
You in the white.
Procreation.
Sorry?
Procreation.
Procreation.
Yes, it's the ability to give
Oh, it's
birth.
beautiful.
Because being a woman, you have the ability to expand the country. You have the ability to promote so many things. Like giving birth, you can give birth to many lives. Like let's say I have a sister, like 3 sisters. They give birth to like 3 children, 2 children. I also give birth to 3 children. We are expanding the country in so many ways. Like there are so many differences those children can make.
A round of applause for her, yes. Procreation, the gift of life. Any other person?
Just one person. Yep.
I see some hands at the back.
I like the fact that we are the better parents. Like most children are closer to their mothers than their fathers. We give more support to our parents, to our children. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think what she means to say is women are very good nurturers. I think we can have 2 more.
Everyone wants to talk.
Okay, I'll just take. I know it's your day, but please, we need to leave as soon as we can. But I love this actually. Okay, let me take from this part.
The coolest part of being a woman is that you have a lot of opportunity to be educated about your life, and a lot of people will care about you. Thank you.
Round of applause for her. Please.
Okay, one more person.
This is our last question.
The coolest part about being a woman is living your childhood dreams and focusing on your careers.
Living your childhood.
All right, thank you. I think we're okay with that.
What did she say? Living your childhood dreams and focus.
Okay, so unfortunately, we have come to the end of our panel discussion. I would like to say a big thank you to Hasey again for giving us this opportunity. Please, a round of applause for Hasey.